Hey guys, so I said that I would be showing you guys some progress this weekend of what I've got going on. There's a smudge on the camera. I told you guys I'd be showing you some progress of what I've got going on this weekend. So I'm in the process of painting one of the rooms in the house, and I wanted to show you guys where I'm at with that. So last night I taped off all of the trim and everything. And I got everything cut in, as you can tell. Like over here, I cut in the corners and around all the outlets and everything. And so I'm about 40% done with most of the painting. I still haven't cut in around the roof or the ceiling of the room yet, but I'm gonna have to get a small paintbrush and do that. But I just want to show you guys the progress. It looks kind of patchy in places, but that's just where I've gone back over with the roller in some spots. All of this looked like that last night too, but this morning when it was all perfectly dried, it was all like a uniform color. Like right here, it was like super duper patchy, and I've got to go back over a few of these spots, but it's cut in, and it's not patchy like it was last night. Like right here, it was really bad, but it looks fine now. So, hey, there you guys are. So I just wanted to show you guys that, and I got a few other things I'm going to show you once I'm done with all this. So I'll catch back up with you guys here in a little bit. Okay, you guys, so I finished up the entire room. I think it looks pretty good. So the last time y'all saw it, you know, I didn't have any of that done or anything. So literally, I'm gonna wait for it to dry, obviously, but the only thing I have left to do is cut around the ceiling. Everything else is pretty much done. I went back over this section of the wall, you can see, because this is the spot where I started, and I feel like I got better as I went along, so I redid that section, put a little bit thicker coat on there. And so this is the color of the paint. You guys can see it. That's the color right in the corner when it's dry. So most of this paint is pretty fresh. It took me about, I don't know, maybe 2 hours total to do the room. So I didn't get any paint on the floor, which is awesome. Here, I had the window open, which that reminds me I need to close it. But you stand in the closed area with paint for a little while and it just starts to get to you. So normally I would probably leave that window open, but I'm feeling a little lightheaded, so I feel like I need to get some fresh air. So I decided to test out a different mic today. I've ordered the giant Squid and to try out, and in the research that I've done testing microphones, it's funny because all the ones that people seem to have good reviews about are named after animals. Anyway, so we got the purple panda and the giant squid. So I'm just going to do this loop that I know pretty well. It's not the longest ride ever. It can probably be completed in its entirety in probably about an hour and a half, maybe less. Just depends on traffic. But it's a bunch of back roads, and they're really nice. They're off of highways and everything, so there usually isn't a lot of traffic once you get to the tail end of this. So, but I just wanted to come out here and get some fresh air, and I may not use this footage at all if the Squid doesn't work out for me. So we'll just see. But I'm not gonna go out on the bike by myself and not attempt to try and make a vlog. Plus I get a great opportunity for testing this microphone, so I'm really hoping that this one sounds better than the Panda. So I mean, if it does, great. If it doesn't, I'll just keep using the Panda until I find something better. This is in the grand scheme of things, this is a very niche thing that I'm doing, motovlogging. I mean, you get online and you search motovloggers and you think that there is just a absolute crap ton of us, but there's really not in the grand scheme of things. So I mean, there might be several hundred, if not several thousands of people that motovlog, but if you take it to account, you know, how many other YouTube channels there are based on other things like gaming or doing other things, then I mean, really it's not a whole lot. So
GoPro does not gear their cameras or their adapters to work well in situations like this, where it's inside of a closed space, really close to my face, moving, you know, anywhere between 0 and 100 miles an hour usually. I mean, you know, a lot of it comes down to the microphone too, but what pisses me off about it is that the Hero 4 with my Sony mic and my Movo adapter just sounded absolutely crystal clear for the most part. I mean, you could hear some background noise on my bike, which is good, but I mean, it wasn't overbearing, so I mean, like, it wasn't just insanely loud. My voice was prominent over everything else in the background. So I mean, that's kind of what you want when motovlogging. You don't want everything to sound very linear. And my wife has much better ears than I do for things like that. I can't really hear all that well, but she really helped me out in deciding what microphone would be the best. Now, I can tell when a microphone is peaking out or doing what it's not supposed to be doing, so I could tell all of that stuff. But like the Sony mic just did not work with the Hero 8 and the adapter. Even though it sounded really good whenever I wasn't moving, it was the best sound. It's probably the best sounding mic that I have, which is sad because it doesn't work. Can't tell you why. It's just the way that the Hero 8 processes audio. It's different, so you would think it would be better, but it's not. That's what I'm dealing with. That's the frustration and everything. We're gonna see how the Squid works out, or the Kraken. I don't know what I'm gonna be calling it. The Kraken just sounds cooler. You can't deny that. But saying the giant squid, the purple panda, you know, it's just, I'll just call it the panda and the squid or something. And hopefully by the end of this video, or in editing, in post, I will be able to show you guys, or tell you guys which one sounds better. So yeah, so I'm excited. I'm excited. I think the giant squid is going to work fine. If not, the purple panda is good enough. You know what I mean? Like, I hate saying that it's good enough. I want it to be perfect, and the Hero 4 audio was about as perfect as you could get with motovlogging with a GoPro. So you know, we'll get it figured out. Don't worry. I know you guys aren't worried, because a lot of you don't even watch my motovlog, so it's not even, and I'm speaking to the people that aren't watching the video, so it's kind of, you know, it's you know, it's a catch-22, you know. The people the person that is watching this, thank you. I really appreciate you watching my motovlogs, because, you know, like I've said before in the past, it's just a dying thing, you know, but I really think that it's going to have a huge comeback at some point. It's just, the problem with it is that people are always doing bigger and crazier things. And so just going out on a bike, any bike, it doesn't have to be a super fast sport bike. It doesn't matter if you're on a Harley, on a scooter, it doesn't matter. The problem with it is that it's just not exciting, no matter what bike you're on, unless it's a bike that no one's ridden before and they're looking for information about, you know, like looking for a review on said bike. So I mean, not a lot of people care about a 2006 CBR 1000RR. A lot of people do. Like, I mean, I love this bike. One of the best bikes on planet Earth, in my opinion. And not being biased, it's just, it's one of the best, funnest, easiest to ride bikes on planet Earth. And I've had a lot of people agree with me on that. The only people that disagree are people that can't necessarily ride these type of bikes anymore because of age, you know, back problems, things like that. So I mean, that it's all different, you know. So I know what a lot of you are probably thinking at this point. Dude, this road is so flat and straight. Don't worry, we'll get there. This is it's the journey, you know, to get to the good stuff, and then it's the journey beyond that. It's hardly ever the destination. That looks cool right there. Fire department or something, rescue squad. And although this day looks very dreary and everything, it feels phenomenal outside. I took my liner out. I'm starting to regret that I took it out. But honestly, like, it's just, I'm not cold, not even a little bit. I'm just, you know, I'm cool, but I'm not cold. I'm I'm not, I mean, you know what I'm saying. I can't, it's hard. English is hard. It's hard to word sometimes. Aww. They're going the boring way. Okay. Now the straight road is behind us. And my music cut off out here in BFE. It is beautiful out through here though. It looks better when the sun is out, you know what I mean? It looks so awesome. And it's the fall too. I mean, you know, like people always talk about the foliage. Oh, the foliage. Like people always talk about that kind of stuff. But honestly, most of the time it looks like crap. It looks horrible outside, usually. I mean, the color changing leaves are fantastic and everything, but it's just not like, I mean, most of it's brown. Like when they're golden and orange and yellow and red and all those types of leaves, that's great. But eventually they turn brown and die and it looks like garbage outside. Not very visually pleasing. Not unlike this video that I took yesterday. Like that's beautiful. But that was a very special day. Like Bob Ross would have been very, very happy with that scenario. God did a wonderful job painting that picture for us yesterday. Like the overcast of the clouds that were really dark, and the sun was setting and it was peeking through the clouds right at the end of the day, right at sunset, smacking those trees with sunlight with the dark background. It was gorgeous. Like that was something straight out of like a Bob Ross painting. It was just, the colors just popped. That's the kind of stuff I like to look at. Now I do enjoy forestry. Like, I mean, this is, you know, close to where I grew up. I mean, within 50 miles or so. But I mean, like this kind of stuff is what I live for. And if you're going fast enough, you can take this corner super hard. Yeah, I'm not trying to go too crazy today because oh, my backpack is stuck on my helmet. Oh no! Help! Oh, I got it. my strap to my backpack, like the carry handle, got stuck on one of my Warhawk nub things, my little nubbins on my helmet. But anyway, like I'm not trying to go too crazy today because nobody's with me, and you know this road is very empty most of the time, so I don't want to do anything stupid and get hurt. Because there's no telling when help may come, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just riding. I had to get out of the house, had to get some fresh air. I haven't rode since like Thursday. Had to go, just had to do it. I'm probably gonna be making a vlog the whole time, and so this may end up being like a two-part thing, because I mean I'm probably gonna talk for this whole 2-hour ride, and I'm not gonna make a 2-hour long YouTube video. That's just dumb. So I'm going to stop periodically and check the camera for bugs too. It's going to be hilarious if there's a bug on the screen right now. Oh, and I'm getting back to civilization. My music came back on. I may stop and change the Pandora station because it's starting to play Irish music again. Nope, there we go. That works. I love Irish music. I love listening to it when I'm just chilling out. But while riding, I mean, listening to the rocky road to Dublin, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, cut the hair, the rocky road, like I can't listen to that while I'm riding. It just drives me nuts. I like when I'm riding, I like listening to like heavy rock and roll, or like dubstep, like techno music, or like some rap. I'm not a huge rap fan, but I will listen to it. I mean, I don't have a problem with most of it. I can't remember. I'm not going to embarrass myself. I'm more of a rock and roll type of guy. Like you know, Aerosmith, Metallica, Breaking Benjamin, Disturbed. I love Disturbed. I also love Five Finger Death Punch, which they're going to be at the Von Braun Center in a couple of weeks, so that's really cool. I may try and go to that. Pretty sure Landon would enjoy going as well. Landon's the guy that I did the 250, the old super OG Ninja 250 video with. That was his bike. He was actually going to ride with me today, but he ended up having to work, which is horrible that you have to work on a Sunday. That's just awful. I can say that because I remember having to do that. Alright, this is usually a good pull-off spot. I'm going to pull over right here and check the camera for bugs and stuff. One little bug. Hope that didn't ruin the video for you guys, but I'm glad I stopped and checked. Good opportunity to readjust my pants and everything. Sport bike problems. So like I was saying, I really hope that the microphone works out. If not, we'll figure it out. We will figure it out. SnowDrift going radio silent.